Okay, so hello guys. So this meeting is, or rather, this meetup is the goal of this meeting is to share and discuss the ideas and about the issues you're facing, non-academic issues you're facing for the preparation of JAM. Uh, and I have done similar meetings in the past years, and it has proven to be very helpful for the students, for their mindsets, and thus I'm doing it again. I hope it will help you too in your preparation. So this in this meet we will be asking individual questions, and we'll addressing the questions asked to me by the students on WhatsApp to me personally who will not be able to join. And understand, we will not be solving any math doubts. We will be focusing on the other non-academic issues you're facing in, and how you will tackle those in the last 2 weeks, and what are the mentality you need to, what are the mentalities and what are the aspects you need to include in your routine and mindset so that you can give your best on the examination day. So I will ask you questions, rather I will ask you to ask me questions about your issues. So anyone who wants to go, I will go by alphabetical order. Orpon, Anamitra, Aditya, anyone of you, Anupam, any issues you're facing, then I will go on to the other people alphabetically, and then I will move ahead to the problems that we are facing in the, like I have got in the personal chat. Yes. So any problems you're facing, any issues you want to share with me, and I want to help you out. Anyone? No issues? Okay. Okay, Kritika, please go ahead.
Good evening. So,
Good evening.
am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
So my doubt is that uh, I have joined your mock test series, and series is going well, but I am not developing a sort of confidence in me. I don't know why I got nervous sometimes, and there are many normal mental problems like I just can't focus at a time. But overall, the main problem is I can't build a confidence in myself. So I just want to know how to build it.
Okay, so you have never built a confidence, or is it after some small bad failure that is happening during the mock test?
The last exam that I have appeared was JE, and yeah, I failed in that. So I think that can be one. But
No, but
yeah,
I
I
think
have a
you have
confidence
done,
in my exams, but this time I don't know why.
but you have done a bit well in your exams, right? Like in your mock test, I mean, you
Sorry,
have got
sir.
some good, you have got some good scores in the mock test, right?
Yes,
So, isn't it making you confident enough?
yes, sir. That is the problem. It is not making me confident enough.
Okay. Okay, so you have to understand, Kritika, that it's a real issue, and the issue lies in your thinking habit. Okay, and it has been there for a long time. It will be great, Kritika, if you can just mute yourself. I will ask you questions, and you can just unmute yourself. Yeah. Otherwise, the background noise will coming, and it will causing the issue in the video. Okay, so I will bring to notice the fact that your confidence, it is a you're underconfident from a very long time. So it's a habit in you, so it's naturally it's coming to you. Okay, so let's say you're nervous during the exam, you cannot do a problem, that underconfident mindset is automatically coming to you. Okay, so what I will suggest to you is that during this next 3 weeks that is there for your preparation, uh you must feel confident in, like, you must feel that you should inspire yourself for every small success you're having. Like, you can do one problem. Okay, that's a success. So you just feel that you have been able to do it. That's it. Okay, so it's a war with, like, it's your war with your own habit. Okay, so therefore you have to only solve it using your own life and own willpower. Okay, that is very important. So my suggestion is that you try to, celebrate every small success within yourself, not extravagantly, just within yourself, and just use that, as a confidence to, like, use a success or confidence to do the next problem or the next understanding or whatever. Use every small successes, like understanding a concept, doing some solution, solving some problems, as a, one step in the ladder to your goal. I think this is the way I would have done it. Okay, so this is the way I do it. For example, I have a test right now on 17th, and some portions I am not still, I am not confident enough. So I am practicing more. I am failing terribly, but I'm practicing more and more, so that for every, I can account for every, like, I'm getting 10% success, and in, let's say, in the first day I get 10% success, I got use a 10% success confidence to build on 20% success next day. So it's a habit, more of a habit rather than more of um, one-time solution. So you have to build this habit of celebrating small successes. Okay, that's the only way out. I think it's possible to develop in this 2-3 weeks. Also, remember that the hard work you have done all these days, that's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot hard work you must have done. So celebrate that internally and use as a motivational fuel to do better in the next part. Okay, does that make sense, Kritika? I don't know, like, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, there is no one-stop solution for this, but it's a habit versus habit war. So I hope it helps you. Yeah. If you have any other questions in the meantime, do ask me. Any other question do you have, Kritika?
No, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, my pleasure. What about others? Any other question anyone has? Yeah, Gangatharan.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah. Good evening.
So, when
How
I'm
can I
writing
help
the
you?
mock test, hear
Mm-hmm.
me, sir?
When you're writing the mock, yeah, please go ahead.
Okay. When I'm writing the mock test, I couldn't even find the way how to do the question. But after the mock test, I know the question, but and I got answer also. So in the 3 hours, I don't know how what happened in my mind. Means I can't find the way how to do that problem and all in the 3 hours. After the mock test, I revision. I got the answer. I couldn't. I could do the questions and all, but in the mock test, I couldn't, sir. What should I do?
Uh, I'm confused whether it's a problem. So there can be two aspects to this, a knowledge-based issue. Like when you see a solution, you can understand, okay, it's happening, but starting a problem solution is harder.
Ah,
So you have to
yes.
see other problems and solutions to learn how to solve problems. So that's a different skill, okay, Gangatharan. It's important to learn that. And so we have given you solutions. You can see how people have pros or solutions, and you can do it similarly. For exam purposes, one great way is that for MCQ and MSQ, especially, uh, the MCQ and MSQ options are given so well that you can think in that line. Okay, that okay. So MSQ asking to think in this direction. Okay, so therefore you may think, okay, I will think in this direction rather than that direction. You understand? The MSQ and the MCQ problems are giving you options. You can use the options, you can base the options to give you directions. Okay, I have to think in this direction rather than any other random direction. Okay, so that's one way. For NAT questions, it's very focused. For NAT questions, they are very focused, and uh, I mean that's the way. Like you have to answer, find a simple single answer. So I think this is a way out. I'm not sure whether it's about a knowledge base, but if you're confident that you know everything out there, like everything, like like the code thing out there, and if it's more about problem solving, I think two issues You need to see more solutions out there in the examples, in books, in other mock test solutions. And the second thing is that uh, if you can't know how to solve, maybe you're missing out the options in the MCQs or the objective types in which you have to focus. Okay, so is your answer clear, guys? Like rather Gangatharan. Is anyone facing issue like Gangatharan too?
Sir,
Yeah,
sir, I know the
please go ahead.
problem and I got the answer too after the mock exam, sir. While I am writing the mock exam, I didn't get any idea. I don't know why, what happening.
Okay, so one way, okay, I may think that I mean, I'm understanding that maybe it's an issue with your, time bound pressure. Maybe you're having a stress of time bound. So this is the idea, okay?
Yeah, same.
How to get,
Yes, sir.
how to get,
I'm
yeah, yeah. So how
time
to
is
get
the
ahead and get
problem.
accustomed to time thing is that I have suggested other people too, and I also made a small video on that. That like maybe you have done, let's say, a question paper 2022 IIT JAM MS. So you have done it in the past, so you know the ideas and the directions to solve it. So my suggestion is that you solve the same question paper again and see how time is affecting you. Okay, so you have done that question in the past, question of the question paper, while you're free and you have no time bound, but now you're doing another 3 hours time bound. That may affect your thinking style. Okay, so you will understand, okay, it's a time bound issue. And then you can go ahead by solving more. So like the way to deal with time bound is to solve this question papers and the questions you know already, and the ideas you know, the approaches you know, within the time bound. Okay, this is how you develop your time bound and you get accustomed to the time bound aspect. Do you understand? So there are two orthogonal issues. One is the time bound, one is the problem solving knowledge base. So to get ahead in the time bound, what you need to do is that you need to keep this problem solving and knowledge base constant, and then I get ahead here. Okay, that's like keeping this as constant means that you are doing the problems that you know the approaches of the problem. You know approaches, you know the ideas very well. So therefore, the next part is that you have to if you want to proceed in the exam, you have to only proceed in this way. Okay, so that's the basic idea. Initially, you solve questions without time bound, so it developed your knowledge base. Now you have to solve questions for in the time bound thing. So you have to just develop, like, focus on the fix the problems you know already, and then focus on the time bound and doing it on the time bound approaches. 60 problems in the 3 hours. So that's the way I personally do myself. That's the way I suggest to my students too. Does it make sense, Gangatharan?
Yes, sir. Thank
Yeah.
you, sir.
Yeah. Okay. My pleasure. Any other question, guys? Shreya, Rahul, Shiny, Gangathar, Anamitra, Aditya, Anupam, Shinjini, Rajshankar, Lakshmi, Prerna, Sai, Shukrit. Any question from your end? Any issue you're facing? Sneha, do you have any issue you're facing? It's just meant for your, it's meant to help you out in your own quest and problems. If not, then I will go to other questions. Okay. So not able to solve a sum is increasing the anxiety. True, it increases the anxiety. So what you need to do is that, Shreya, is that, I think it's Shreya's question. So it's the same thing, okay? So all this time bound and anxiety thing is in one direction, in the x-axis, and the knowledge base in the y-axis. So what you do, Shreya, is that you solve question papers that you already know, okay? So and then you try to see that your anxiety is also coming. So what you do is that during that time you tell yourself that I know the idea, maybe probably I will be able to do it. Okay, and then you take a deep breath and do the deep breathing exercise that will calm you down. So this will be helpful because you will be able to do it, and on the other hand it will be helping you to you know build up your habit of breathing and keeping yourself calm when anxiety attacks happen. Do you understand? Does it make sense? So approach a problem, approach a question paper that you already know. And during that question paper, same things will happen, right? So now in that question paper, while you're solving that question paper on the time bound, The anxiety will happen. But now you can tell yourself that, I know probably. Now you take a deep breath. Okay. So taking a deep breath will, number one, it will build your habit, like, of calming yourself down when when anxiety happens. And also you will probably able to solve the problems with high. So it's like, also reward system happening in your brain. So brain will actually reward this calming and deep breathing behavior. Okay. So when you do it over 1 week, 2 week, it will be a good habit and it will automatically come to you. Okay. And now it will be able to replicate that in exams, where you will be able to, you know it. You don't know the situation. The habit will automatically come. You will calm yourself down. And then you can say, I know the knowledge. I am probably good in knowledge. So I will be able to do it. It makes sense, right? Everything, does it answer your question? It's all about the question to anxiety attacks and all this stress effect. Okay, great. Any other question, guys? Okay, Raj Shankaran, for me personal time management for problem is a little too difficult. It's hard to judge how much time should allocate to a particular problem. Great. So for this, I have made a framework. Did you watch that fundamental matrix video, Raj Shankaran? Okay, please watch that. This addresses the issue. The idea is that first of all, you should divide your time into. That's why I have. So there are two issues. I have, number one is the knowledge issue. That you should be very clear that you know this and you don't know this. And after the knowledge issue, you must create the fundamental matrix. So what is fundamental matrix? Fundamental matrix, you must watch that video. It tells you that there are two aspects: time management and knowledge. Okay. So there are certain problems. For me, integration problems, I know them, but it takes more time. So they're in this region. It's good knowledge, but more time. So there's a matrix. You make a matrix like this. Okay. First, you solve those where you take minimum time and you have the maximum knowledge. You have to list down all the topics. Then you solve those which you have good knowledge, but you take a bit more time. And then you go to the topics that you have no knowledge. You have knowledge, but you take more. Sorry, you have no knowledge actually, but you need some more time. So therefore, and hence you need some more time. So therefore, you need to divide this into this categories, and then what you have to do is that you have to first, when you get the question paper, you first scroll through the questions that, okay, these are my strong points, these are my weak, semi-weak points, these are my totally weak points. So I will first scroll through the strong points. Okay. So then when you select the strong point, understand you have to score 60%. Your goal should be 60%. Okay. So when you have 60 questions for 1 hour, 3 hours, it's 3 minutes per question. So when you have focusing on 60% best questions that you can solve, it's 36 questions for 180 minutes. That's 5 questions per minute. So automatically increases per question 3 minutes to 5 minutes. Okay. This magic happens. So therefore, if you focus on the most important, the questions that you resonate with much, that your strength in time and knowledge are resonating, you focus on those questions. Okay. And then select those 36 to 40 questions that are very important, that for preparation, and give it around 3 to 5 minutes on average. Does it make sense, Raj Shankaran? And I will share the video to you. Okay. Great. Super. Any other doubts, guys? So there is knowledge, there is fundamental matrix, there is time management. Okay. And then there is the mentality and stress um, fear, anxiety, all these things. Okay. Any other questions, guys? Otherwise, I will go ahead to the other questions that people have asked me in the personally. No other questions? Are you sure? Sriya, Rahul, Shani, Gangadharan, Aditya, Anupam, Shinjini, Raj Shankaran, Prerna, SK, Shukrit, Venzula, Anamitra, Vangshika. Any question for your preparation? You're facing any issue in something? Great. Okay, super. So I will move on to the questions that I have got. So Swastik asked me that how do we attempt the question paper? That's a very important thing. So number 5 is how do we attempt the question paper? So there are two aspects to this. So let's say let's say, so understand that three type of questions, right? MCQ, MSQ, and NAT. Understand in very logical perspective. Now, what are the difference between these two? Three rather. MS, both are questions. All of them are questions. In one of them, you have to write an answer that you don't know, NAT. In another one of them, MSQ, you have to write answers and you have to decide among the four options which all of them must be true, may be true. In another case, MCQ, you have four options. In one of them, only one will be true, right? Now understand the search space. Okay. So for MCQ, it's easiest because number one, options give you a way to attack the problem. This way to attack, this way to attack. Okay. NAT has a clear-cut problem, but you have infinite many problems. Like you cannot guess, but it has a the chance of error is really high. Okay. Like if you do it right, it's good. If you don't do it right, it's not good. I mean, you will get the wrong answer, a small slight error. But for MSQ, also you have four options, but you have to select all the four options. Like you have all four options. You have to select, all may be correct, or any one of them must be correct. So you have to check all the answers. Okay. For MCQ, it's not the case. For MCQ, you have four options. If you get one answer correct, you don't check the other answers or options at all. Now, based on this, also there are negative marking. Do you remember what's the negative marking? Anyone remembers? What's the negative marking?
1/3,
Yeah,
sir.
let me just check. I forgot. What's the negative marking? Okay. For all of them, MCQ or so which has negative marking? Let me check. Just give me a minute.
Only MCQ has negative marking.
Great. So see, it's indication to you that they are so it's a luring they are doing that don't attempt MCQ maybe but MCQ are easier to solve. It less take time, takes less time, right? But they're also non-rewarding. So they are not rewarding random guesses. So therefore, MSQ has partial solving, or if it's all the options are correct, then it's one, or if one of them is wrong, then it's incorrect, right? So this is the idea that based on this, I would have done that, given I am solving, so understand, I have my own fundamental matrix. I know that these are my strong areas. So given I know these are my strong areas, I should attempt MCQ first because I know the direction of approach. That will maximize my marks. It will increase the probability of error, like the probability of negative marking, but it will increase, since I'm doing the problems I'm most focused on, I'm sure I will be doing good since I am good at it. Okay, that's what my whole idea is. So first MCQ I would have done, and then I would have done NAT. Okay, NAT questions are pretty straightforward. So NAT questions are easy to solve also sometimes, and then MSQ. But many people have different approaches. You have to do it during the mock test and see which problems you are getting more errors at. Is it the MCQ? Is it the MSQ? Is it the NAT? Which problems are you getting error more? So if you think that you're good at NAT, do it first. But my suggestion is that go for MCQ first because you have a direction of thought. The options are giving you directions. MSQ, it will take more time. Okay, MSQ will take more time. MCQ will take less time because it has direction of thought. Okay, MSQ will take more time, and NAT will also take less time because it's one answer. So my suggestion will be go to MSQ, MCQ, go to NAT, and then go to MSQ last way. Okay, unless you find the MSQ really easy. For example, many things. For example, in multivariate calculus, you have to find differentiability, continuity, all these things together. So you can do it in one go. You know the approach. You hold the batch. You know the whole batch of thoughts you need to do. Multivariate calculus problems, you need to check differentiability, continuity, all these things together, right? So you will be in a motion of doing all those calculations. So you can batch that up. So you can select certain, you can make your own strategy, but my suggestion will be go to MCQ because it has a direction. Then you can go to NAT or MSQ, whatever is your option. Okay. So first you can focus on MCQ. I don't know what people do, but you can also see your seniors, what they have told in the video. I think that's a better option to do. Anyone also share some concept on this? I mean, I don't know. Like anyone share their ideas on this? Did this work in their mock test? What have they experienced after giving their mock test? Anyone wants to share their knowledge or experiences while giving the mock test? what worked for them. Okay, so yeah, for everyone, you have to make your own decision. I think all of you have this question. Okay, the next question is that how much time do we allot for rechecking the answers? Should it be done in the last few minutes, solving my problem, or checking the answered question? My suggestion is this, that why will you not get it correct the first time? You don't have time to, get, check, stop and check back what you have done, okay? Because it's a competitive exam. Let's say when you're running in a race, you don't stop and check how much far your participants are behind, right? You have to go run and run. So make sure every time you do a problem, it's 100% sure. Okay, if you have completed a problem, make sure it's 100% sure, otherwise don't do it. You've wasted a time otherwise. Okay, so understand this very carefully. Every time you do a problem, make sure it's 100% correct. If you complete a problem, not do a problem. If you complete a problem, make sure it's 100% correct, and then move to the next problem. You don't have time to think and look back. Okay, make sure you have to build this habit. That's my suggestion. Okay, I think it was Kritika's that, okay, I'm not getting confidence. Okay, she shared her. I asked her. She have shared her way out. I have shared her my idea. This is a Gangatharan. Okay, Gangatharan also talked about his issue. Okay, so our student asked that, yeah, I will coming to that point, Shinjini. A student asked me that what to do when one enters the exam hall 30 to 45 minutes before the exam, and what to do during that time. I have different strategy, but during the competitive exam, when it's very, very serious, I make sure I don't talk to anyone. When it's my college exam, it's a bit different because, it's okay, it's subjective, but in competitive examination, it's a bit hard, okay? A college examination is very different from competitive examination. So competitive examination, you need to keep your calm. I will suggest you that you can do some breathing techniques and keep. So one thing is very essential, guys, is that breathe and be calm. It helps a lot in every situation of your life. So whether you're building this habits during this time, this will be helpful for the rest of your life. So it's a good investment for now. It's like now you have a motivation to invest in that. So I think calmness is a very cool concept for your success and for everything around your life. So practice that calm behavior every time. So during in the first 30 to 45 minutes, practice calmness. Okay, you see people chattering all around you, you feel a lot of noise, and still that in that you keep yourself, take a deep breath and calm and be calm. Okay, and think calmly. Okay, no thoughts should come to your mind, just be calm. Okay, and then when the question paper comes, first think of the fundamental metrics, and then think these are the strong points, check the question paper, and then start your question paper. Okay, and do all the problems step by step step by step. I think that's the best out, and go focus on MCQ and then NAT and whatever your strategy. Make a good strategy for how to attempt the question paper. Okay, apply the strategy. So attempting question paper is one aspect. How to manage time is the other aspect. Okay, I have told you how to approach the question paper, which problems to approach, then this mentality aspect and the knowledge base and the cheat sheet and all these things. So there are 4-5 aspects that you need to be very, very careful about. Okay, and you have to be prepared about all of this. Mentality, stress, fear, anxiety, that deep breathing exercise and a habit will happen. Okay, that will help you out. I have told you how to practice that. Fix the knowledge, expand on the time, expand on the mentality. For the question paper type, you can focus on mock test. Like when you have both the constant, you focus on mock test. Okay, and when you just focus on the knowledge, you have to just forget the time constant and then focus on the knowledge part. So 3 type of preparations are there. Fixing time, but like no, not fixing time, but focusing on the knowledge. Not fixing knowledge, like fixing knowledge and focusing on the time, and then fixing both of them. Okay, that really helps to like be better in all these categories. So this 3 type of habits will really help you. Okay, so that's my suggestion to you guys. That's it. That's my suggestion to you. And Shinjini's question is that in a lot of calculation mistakes, NAT. Yeah, so yeah, exactly, this is why I don't like NAT too. I am very cautious of NAT, and that's why I do MCQ and then MSQ and then NAT. But NAT are very easy to solve. So So now how to develop your confidence in NAT? By doing NAT problems more. Okay, the problems you already know, the approach. Let's say in NAT problems, like that's how you develop your confidence. Let's say there's a data given here for an MLE. Okay, just find out the MLE and check with it. So as you do more NAT questions and you see your probability of success is coming more, you will be confident. It's like a statistical estimation. Okay, whatever you do in your mock test or done right now, like you have done that NAT calculations mistakes happen because it actually happens in your exam. So what you do is this: you solve questions that you know and tend to increase your probability of success, and then you solve harder questions. Okay, so whatever exam related, practice related issue are there, first do that on questions you know, and then go to unknown questions. Does it make sense? That will build up your confidence, that will increase the probability, the estimated probability of success. Okay, you understand that? That makes sense, Shinjini and others? Apply that on a problem that you know. Okay, and then go to unknown problems. This is the only strategy and framework for thinking, guys. That's what I apply. That's what you should apply. Okay, so when you're having my questions, you can see a lot of question papers for me. Okay, so when I'm solving these questions, I first solved it without time bound, then I'm solving it with time bound. Okay, and then I'm practicing those questions. So this is the basic idea. This framework you have to follow every single time. Any other question, guys? Any other questions? Rahul, Chayani, Gangadhar, Aditya, Anupam, Shinjini, Prerna, Raj Shankaran, SK, Shukrit, Vendrila, Vamshika. Any other questions you're facing issue in? So to revise, there are three aspects. One is the knowledge aspect and the cheat sheet. So if you're still not good in the knowledge aspect, I will ask you not to learn anything more. Just focus on the cheat sheet you have made to end. The time aspect. So in the time and the mentality and all the non-academic aspect. For the non-academic time and exam preparation aspect, my suggestion is that focus on the question papers. Focus on the question papers that you already know. Focus on the questions that you already know. Okay. And try to build that habit. Okay. So your anxiety of knowledge will be constant. Like it will not be there. Like I don't know this. That will develop this horizontal habit. The vertical habit is the knowledge, the horizontal habit is the other non-academic aspect: time, exam preparation, exam, how to give the mock test, how to give the test, how to answer the question paper, mentality, stress, anxiety. So how to deal with this? First, for the knowledge base, make cheat sheet without an amount. You have done this all these years, so you don't focus on this right now. It's done. Now for this aspect, you fix the knowledge, you do the questions that you already know and see what are your mistakes you have been doing. Okay, and then track them and then try to do it better in the next known problems. You have done more than 500,000 problems in this year. Okay, so you do it on the same problems. That's how it will help you. And then when both of them are fixed, now you focus on the mock test. Okay, then this aspect, and then you see what are the issues happening, and you track that. Habit will surely help you. That habit helps me. I'm sure it will help you. Okay, so there's three aspects. Remember, fix knowledge, focus on a time gap, time and other aspects. Fix time and focus on the knowledge aspect. Like free the time, rather free the knowledge and focus on time aspect and other aspect. Free the knowledge and focus on, like, free the time and then focus on the knowledge aspect, and then free both and then see what happens. Okay, so this three way of preparation, like whenever there is a problem, in the most 90% of the problem is the anxiety and all those issues, just how to tackle it right now, right? All of you know how to tackle all of these problems right now? Yes or no? So make those fundamental metrics and all these things. Okay, that's very important. And time management, you have to make a plan for that, guys. Without a plan, it will not work. Okay, without a plan, it will not work. Make a plan and apply that every time with known problems and unknown problems. That's it. Okay, even if you're doing 10 problems a day, just focus on how much time you're taking, what category it's falling, and just simple. It's a practice. It's exam preparation is different from what you have done till now, so it's a different kind of method you need to do. I'm sure you will do great. Okay, you're intelligent people. It's very simple work. All of you clear, guys? Everything clear? Great, super. All of you confident? You will do good, I know. And all the best for your preparation. I'm always approachable whenever you're planning to, facing any issue. I have given you a framework to how to deal with the issues. That's exactly how I deal with my own exams and my own life. And it's very logical. I have shared with you. And I hope it helps you in your preparation. All the best. And yeah, and do solve more problems and let me know after the exam how it happens. 2 weeks in Cheenta. Classes are left, and I hope it really, you enjoy those last 2 weeks. And yeah, it was really great teaching you. Those who are my two students here, and thank you for your dedication towards learning, and thank you for everything, guys. Uh, Probably I will work with you, or on some projects or on some learning in the future, on some research. And yeah, I will good to. It's good to see you and I work with you guys. Thank you for your efforts and your time. Yeah, have a great day and a great night ahead. And yeah, all the best for your exam. Let me know how it goes. Bye bye.